All right, we're ready for quiz number 2. Calgary and Grande. I think Grande probably drove the furthest today, right? One of the quizzes was the latest, and he lives right around the corner, but praise the Lord. All right, we're ready. Quiz number 2 is now open. Question number 1 is worth 10 points. Question. According to verse 15 of Proverbs chapter 12, who is described?
Red one.
Interruption.
As wise, he that hearkeneth in counsel.
That is correct. Question number 2 is a quotation completion question worth 10 points. Question. Defining.
Yellow 2.
Interruption.
The finding cost is silver, and the furnace of gold. But the Lord tried the hearts.
Okay, that is incorrect. This interrupted question will be reread for Calgary without interruption. Quotation completion question. The fining pot.
Red 1.
Finding pot is for silver, and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tried the hearts.
That is correct. Question number 3 is worth 10 points. Question. In verse 19 of Proverbs chapter 2, what shall happen?
Yellow 2.
Interruption.
It shall happen to they that go unto strange women, none that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life.
That is correct. Question number 4, two-part question worth 10 points. Question. Solomon told God in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 6, Thou hast kept for David.
Yellow 1.
Interruption.
Thou hast kept for David what? That thou hast given him what? Thou hast confirmed his great kindness. That thou hast given him his son to sit on his throne as it is this day.
That is correct. Question number 5 is worth 10 points. Question. Wisdom stated in Proverbs chapter 8, verse 20, I led.
Red 1.
Interruption.
And what? And leaving away righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment.
That is correct. Question number 6 is a two-part question worth 20 points. Question. According to Proverbs chapter 19, verse 19, who shall suffer?
Yellow 2.
Interruption.
He who must do evil. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment for a thought of murdering, yet thou must do it again.
That is incorrect. This interrupted two-part question will be reread for Calgary without interruption. Question. According to Proverbs chapter 19, verse 19, who shall suffer what?
Red 2.
A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment.
That is correct. Question number 7 is worth 10 points. Question. And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. Locate this.
Yellow 1.
Interruption.
Locate this statement. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 15.
That is correct. Question number 8 is a quotation question worth 20 points. Question. Quote the question contained in Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24.
Red 2.
Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way?
That is correct. Question number 9. Three-part question worth 20 points. Question. And the law of light. Law is light. to number 11. Question number 9. 3-part question worth 20 points question. Which verse of study records that the spirit of man is what?
Yellow 2.
Interruption.
Doing what? Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27. The spirit of man.
That is incorrect. 3-part question be reread for Calgary without interruption. Question. Which verse of study records that the spirit of man is what? Doing what?
Red 2.
The spirit of man is the candle of the Lord, searching all the inner parts of the belly. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27.
That is correct. Question number 10 is a 2-part question worth 20 points. Question. Verse 6 of Proverbs chapter 1 speaks of understanding.
Red 1.
Interruption.
Anything in writing to understand a proverb and interpretation of words of the wise man or James 4.
Right, that is correct. Question number 11 is worth 20 points. Question. Who did the Queen of Sheba describe as
Red 2.
interruption?
Happy in 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 8. Happy are the men, happy are these thy servants, which stand continually before thee, and that hear thy wisdom.
That is correct. Question number 12 is a quotation question worth 20 points. Question. Foundation. Quote.
Yellow 2.
Interruption. Time is called. Okay, that is incorrect. This interrupted quotation question will be reread for Calgary without interruption. Question. Quote the verse of study which concludes, foundation. Quote the verse of study which concludes with this word.
Red 2.
As the whirlwind passeth, so is the wicked no more, but the righteous is an everlasting foundation.
That is correct.
Time
Time out 60 seconds, LeGrand. Question number 13 is a 3-part question worth 20 points. Question. Which verse of Proverbs chapter 17 states that what is better than what?
Red 2.
Better is a dry morsel and quietness therewith than an house full of sacrifices with strife. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 1.
That is correct. Question 14, 20 points. Question. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and knowledge rather than choice gold. Why?
Red 2.
Interruption.
According to Proverbs chapter 8, verse 11. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things that may be desired are not to be compared to it.
That is correct.
Time out, please.
Time out 60 seconds. Calgary. Time is in. We'll go to question 16. This is a 3-part question worth 20 points. Question. In 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 15, when About the boy that placed out. We're on 15. Sorry. Go to 15 on that last quiz. Oh. Let's do 10 on that last quiz, and we'll come back to that one. Okay. 15 on the same quiz for the next. Okay, question number 15 is a two-part question worth 20 points question. How many things are described as little in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 10, and what are they?
Yellow 2.
Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep, and there are three.
That is correct. Question number 16 is a cross-reference question worth 20 points question. Which verses of 1 Kings names David?
Yellow 1.
First Kings chapter 3 verses 6, 7, 8, 14.
That is incorrect. It's interrupted. Or was it interrupted? All right. We'll go back to the quiz. Question number 17, quotation question worth 20 points. Ready question. Quote the first verse of Proverbs chapter 3 that contains
Yellow 2.
interruption.
That contains the phrase, my son, forget not my law, but let them not keep my commandments.
That is incorrect. This interrupted question will be reread for Calgary without interruption. Quotation question. Question. Quote the first verse of Proverbs chapter 3 that contains the word neighbor.
Red 2.
Say not to thy neighbor, go and come again, and tomorrow I will give when thou hast divided.
That is incorrect.
Time out, please.
Time out 60 seconds. Grant? Time is in. Question number 18. Four-part question worth 30 points. Ready question. Which verse of study records that who is known by what under what condition?
Red 2.
Even a child is known by his doings, whether his work be pure and whether it be right. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11.
That is correct. Question number 19.
Point of order.
Stephen's 8 is correct. Let's get Stephen in here. Go to question number 19. It is a cross-reference quotation question worth 30 points question. Quote the two consecutive verses of study which twice contain the word sleep.
Red 1.
How long wilt thou sleep, O slumber? When wilt thou rise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little putting of the hands to sleep.
Is correct.
Test.
We have a contest 60 seconds. LeGrand?
Withdrawn.
Withdrawn. All right, question number 20. Cross-reference two-part question worth 30 points. Question. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7 makes what statement concerning the beginning of knowledge? And Proverbs chapter 9 verse 10 makes what statement concerning the beginning of wisdom?
Yellow 1.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Lord is understanding.
is correct. We have a winner. Let's give both teams a hand. We're calling for the winner of this quiz on the yellow and Spokane on the red. Winning team was Calgary at 240 points. Second highest score with 80 points was Morgan. Highest score quizzing out 150 points, Stephen. All right.